U.S. military forces fired on, disabled, and seized the Iranian cargo vessel Tuska as it transited the Arabian Sea. The interception is the latest enforcement action in Washington's strict, ongoing naval blockade of Iranian ports. This chart visualizes the intended leverage of that blockade. The U.S. strategy is designed to drain Tehran's economy by an estimated $500 million a day to force an agreement. In response, Tehran has halted diplomatic progress, refusing to send negotiators to ongoing mediated peace talks in Islamabad. Iran's lead negotiator, Mohammad Ghalibabov, stated the U.S. blockade violates the existing ceasefire and constitutes a direct act of war. Washington's attempt to use economic strangulation to force a deal has instead frozen the exact diplomatic channels it was meant to accelerate. Meanwhile, the 10-day ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah in southern Lebanon is unraveling. Israeli forces continue to demolish Lebanese border homes, enforcing a boundary they call the Yellow Line to occupy southern territory. This regional friction is choking global energy supply chains. This map shows the typical density of shipping traffic through the Strait of Hormuz prior to the conflict. Over a recent 12-hour window, tracking data showed only 3 ships transiting the strait. The resulting bottleneck has driven global oil prices up, pushing U.S. low-cost airlines to lobby Congress for emergency tax relief to offset soaring jet fuel costs. Desperate for alternatives, Iraq and Syria reopened a border crossing that had been closed for over a decade to allow overland oil transport. Military tactics intended for localized containment are actively rerouting global energy markets. The temporary ceasefire between Washington and Tehran is scheduled to expire on April 22nd. Anticipating the deadline, Iraqi armed groups have announced they are fully prepared to resume strikes against U.S. forces in the region. Tehran has also threatened to deploy new, previously unused military capabilities if the U.S. siege persists. Despite these preparations for escalation, diplomacy continues in parallel, with a second round of Israel-Lebanon talks scheduled at the State Department. Neither Washington nor Tehran appears to seek a full-scale war, but the absolute lack of mutual trust guarantees a state of permanent, managed instability.